What's going on, y'all? My name is Cato III, and this is yet another episode of I Got More to Say. And this week I am joined by Tyquan Bethea, also known as DJ Tata. DJ Tata is an award-winning DJ out of Brooklyn, New York, who will be talking to us about the art of DJing, his new upcoming music, and of course, playing a game of put on or put out. Make sure y'all follow us on all of our socials and keep it locked right here because, as always, I got more to say. Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Cato III, and this is yet another episode of I Got More to Say. And today I am joined by my brother, my homie, what do they call it? Conrad. I'm gonna use all the old head words. I'm joined by award-winning DJ Tyquan Bethea, also known as DJ Tata. DJ Tata, what's going on with you, player?
What's going on, my boy?
How are you?
I'm chilling, buddy. I appreciate you having me here.
Man, Tata, number one, thank you for making the trip all the way from Houston. It's cold-ass weather.
Yeah, you good, bro. That was about nothing, bro. I'll make that trip for you any day, my
Man,
boy.
I appreciate it, Tata. Nah, but Tata, man, how you been?
Yo,
Before we
bro.
even get into anything, let me just ask you, how you been?
I like that question, bro. I'm living, bro.
Yeah.
I'm surviving.
Like, how is life?
Life is...
Like, how is life being a black man, 2024, head on straight, handling business, getting money, making music, one of the nicest DJs in the world? How has it been?
Yo, bro, I'll be lying if I said life is easy, bro. Life has been a journey, bro. I'm taking my journey one day at a time, bro. I'm embracing my struggles, my pain, everything that come along with the journey, bro. But so far, bro, everything is good, bro. Honestly, bro, I can't complain, bro. I'm blessed.
Man, I love to hear it,
Blessed,
man.
bro.
Same here. I felt that 1000% just being blessed. I told myself the other day, I'm like, you know what, bro? I feel like God got me in a space right now where I'm learning.
Yes, bro.
And I was like, even though it's hard a lot of days, I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm learning. I can't even complain. But anyways, Tata, man, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. DJ Tata, all the way from Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, sir.
Tata, well, first off, Tata, let me go ahead and let you have the platform. Tata, introduce yourself to the people.
You feel me? So
Yes.
for those that don't know, I go by Most Hated Tata. That's my new up-and-coming name as an artist. I don't look at myself as a rapper. I call myself an artist. Everybody knows me as Tata, though. That's my real name. You feel me? I wear many different hats. One day I'm a DJ. The other day I'm an artist. You feel me? A professional. I wear a bunch of different hats or whatever. But, you know, from Brooklyn, born and raised, Brownsville to be exact. Right now I'm living in Syracuse. In my career teaching right now. I'm trying to get back into school, go get certified to become a teacher. I don't think that's my long-term goal, but for right now, I'm just going to, ride the wave until, I decide it ain't for me no more.
I respect it.
Yeah, man,
That's
yeah,
what's
man.
up. Now, Tata, you mentioned Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
So, Tata, I got to, when you was coming up, household, streets, whatever, like not even, let me not say streets, household, growing up in the neighborhood, just this music thing brings us together. What was like being played? Like, what was like your initial introduction to music? Because I said before, you rap, DJ,
Okay.
everything.
So I'm going to say it's two different things that really introduced me to music. The first one, my mom's, right? And the reason I say my mom's is because, I come from a single parent household. You feel me? My mom's, that's my rock, that's my heart, my everything. Me, her, and my little brother. And she would make sure she dragged us to church every Sunday, you feel me? And then from church, she was the choir director, so we had no choice. We had to sing in the choir.
And you was in church almost every day.
Bro. Yeah, that's a whole...
I already know.
Yo, buddy, that's a whole nother conversation and topic, bro. But yes, I spent a lot of time in church, you feel me? I feel like that, and that's why I got as big of a heart as I got. But... You feel me? We had to sing because, she the choir director. We was forced at that point. Like, I didn't really have a choice. But at the same time, it was something that I was good at. And then I didn't just sing with random people. I sang with all my cousins. So it was all just a choir full of boys. And we all know each other. We all related. We all grew up with each other. So it was fun. Like, we made...
So y'all all live in Brooklyn, right?
And we all from Brooklyn,
Yeah.
So we all made the best out of it. You feel me? Like, we grew up with each other. Like, it's not just some random person that you met. You don't know them, so you might be uncomfortable. Nah, we grew up with each other. So that was my first introduction to music, singing in the choir and stuff like that, learning how to be organized, how to be in a group, how to work as a group, but it's just on a minor level. And then, again, the second one is my mom's, and you probably could relate to this one, bro. Black parents, bro. Every Saturday, you wake up to the smell of pine sol, you eat some food, you smell the food, you hear the bacon popping.
Yeah.
All right, everybody get up, it's time to clean.
this
Like,
house
that's
up.
it. And then you could hear the jams blasting, bro. I'm talking about all my mom's favorite songs. So for me, specifically, it's like 90s music. Anything 90s, bro, I loved it growing up. Anything 80s, I loved it. Like, all that old school music, that's what I grew up to. So that's what really made me have a love for music. You feel me?
Shout out to her. You was was raised
Big
properly.
Oh yeah, nah, my
Man.
mom's know. She already know. We be we
yeah.
we be in the car jamming all the time. I'll play something that's way before my time, and she like, "What you know about this?" And I'm like,
Man, you put me
"You
on.
feel me? Like that's it. That's all. That's all it is."
I know for me it was Mary J. and Jill Scott.
Man, listen,
man, when we heard that right there,
bro, my mother is a
and Jodeci?
diehard Mary J. fan.
Because Mary J. from New York.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
come on.
so I was
come
getting ready
on,
to say,
come
yeah.
on. And then that's the thing. It's struggle, see struggle. You feel me? You feel that person's pain because they putting their pain in the music, so it's easy to relate because she from the same
from the
town. So
yeah, so you related. Now I respect it.
Facts.
So that's how you got your start in music, just in general, was just being in the choir. When did this hip hop thing, you know what I'm saying, this thing we call hip hop, you know, this very unique and, you know, groundbreaking culture. When did you, I don't even want to say when did you get inserted into it, because you're from New York, you're from Brooklyn, you're from, you know, the birth, you know, like area of it. But like, when did like the hip hop thing really click? Like, you know what, I like this.
So I always been a fan of music in general. That's just my, like, I got a love for all music. It's no specific genre. It's not like I only listen to hip hop, because if you're being honest, I don't listen to hip hop as much as I listen to like R&B.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, I got other genres that I like more than hip hop. But for me specifically, I want to say like my jump into hip hop was probably like in high school. My school, they built a production, pretty much like a recording studio, like a whole production floor, literally.
What school you went to?
I went to a charter school, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I started in public school. I went to BC, Brooklyn Collegiate, 9th grade, then Williamsburg Charter High School. That's in Williamsburg and Brooklyn.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, like I was there from 10th all the way to 12th or whatever. And it was a fairly new school, so they're still implementing different things. Like, we had a couple different things that was different from other schools. Like, we had rock climbing in the school, in the gym. Like, yeah, it was weird, bro. It was weird.
Now that's fire though.
But yeah, they ended up building a recording studio, you know, and luckily my class was the first class that was able to try it out, bro. From there, you know, I met a couple, well, I not met a couple people. I was in class with a couple of my friends, and then I met a couple people, some people that was like musically talented, and I, you know, linked up with them, and we just, in class, we got to do projects and stuff like that. And from there, that ended up becoming something that we ended up taking serious. All of us went our own separate ways, but we took it serious because we had a teacher named Mr. Dilworth, and he always would challenge us when it came to anything pertaining to media. Like, he taught us how to make your own mix, how to, you know, shoot your own music video. He's showing us how to do everything on our own. Like, he's our YouTube before YouTube really became the tutorial space. Everybody go to you. Yeah, like, he had a class where he would teach us anything media-wise. Whatever you wanted to learn, I'll teach you how to do it. You want to put a podcast together, I'll show you how to do it. You want to put a mix together, I'll show you, like, everything. So he really introduced us, and then when they implemented the classes, he was one of the teachers, and it was another music teacher, and they used to give us projects, and at some point we had to make like a school anthem. I ended up making a school anthem, and that's what got me started into hip-hop, because literally that entire song, with the help of a couple of my friends, I think I made the beat, my homeboy, he wrote the hook, like we all did different parts, and then I just was like, you know what, I'ma write. Let me write for the first time. I wrote and ended up writing the school anthem, like recorded a music video for it. So they still show it in the school and stuff like that. Like, yeah, bro, like my teacher,
impact, almost a decade
you
later.
feel me? Like he really hooked us up with showing us that, but he also showed me a side of myself that I never knew I could tap into. Like, show me more of a creative side. Like, all right, cool.
Man, Tata, it's so refreshing to hear anybody, but especially a black man, have a positive story about how a teacher influenced them.
Oh, yes, bro.
To hear that.
Listen,
man, Mr. Dilworth, shout out to you.
Oh, appreciate you. Yo, listen, Dilworth, when you see this, you're going to laugh at me for this one. But it's crazy because it's even bigger having a black role model. You
get what I'm saying? A black man.
He's black man. Yes, sir.
Man, shout out Mr. Dilworth, yo. Man, I ain't want to just jump to conclusions, but because any teacher in general. But man, Mr. Dilworth, he's still at BC?
Nah, he's still at Williamsburg Charter. You feel me?
Man, Mr. Dilworth at Williamsburg Charter, bro. 1,000 gun salute to you.
For real.
Yeah, 1,000 gun salute.
He know. We still tapping. We talk all the time. Like he's just more than a teacher. That's like big bro. You feel me? Like I look at him like a big brother. Even though he's old enough to be my pops, but that's like big bro to me. Like that's the relationship we got.
Gotcha, man. Shout out to Mr. Dilworth. Tata, Brooklyn.
Big Brooklyn.
Big Brooklyn.
Got it tatted on me, you feel me?
Oh, wow. Okay, bet. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, man.
Big Brooklyn. Tata, man, I got so many questions about it because Brooklyn, to me, when I look at it, is truly a unique place. No disrespect to any other borough excuse me, I don't need to say in New York City because that's where the boroughs is at. No disrespect to any other borough, but just on the outside looking at me, born in Atlanta, in between Atlanta, upstate, just on the outside looking at, I have never ever seen anybody go harder for they borough or slash where they from than people from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy because like I always say this, like almost every single borough got they saying. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Queens get the money and I don't know some of the other ones. I don't know like Staten Island and the Bronx, no disrespect. But it's usually one that's universal for every borough. But Brooklyn got like 5.
Brooklyn got
like
every neighborhood in Brooklyn got its own.
Like,
you feel me?
I'm from the Ville. I never ran. I never will.
That's you feel me?
What is the other one? Do or Die, Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's other ones that I'm missing. But Tata, what was growing up in Brooklyn like? And you're from Brownsville.
I'm from Brownsville.
You're from Brownsville.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Like
Tell us
said,
about that.
Never in, never will. So if you take that slogan as you want to take it, you feel me? Like, and of course, it's gonna always be somebody that say, "Oh, they probably lied. They ran at something." Listen, it's deeper than that. You feel me? That slogan is more so about being street smart. You feel me? You gotta know it's gonna be a time to stay and fight, and it's gonna be a time for you to run. You feel me? You can't beat the whole world, and you can't. Every situation don't need a fight. You feel me? You don't have to stay and fight for every situation. So that's what that slogan mean.
Yeah,
you feel me? But for me personally, bro, Brooklyn, like you said, is unique, bro. Like I attribute everything that you see right here, right now, is Brooklyn. You feel me? Like anywhere I go, I don't gotta tell people where I'm from. They're gonna automatically, where you from? You get what I'm saying? Because I just got a different aura, a different vibe, a different everything. Like we got a very unique style. Just personalities are different. But growing up specifically in Brooklyn, bro, honestly, I think about this all the time, bro. Growing up in Brooklyn was beautiful, bro. At the time that I was growing up, it was perfect. Everything was perfect. Being a 90s baby, you get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have the technology and stuff like all these kids had. So guess what we had to do? Be outside. Like, actually be outside. You feel me? Actually had to make friends. You actually had to interact with people. You get what I'm saying? You want to go see a friend and go hang out. You got to go to their house and ask their parent if they could come outside. Like, Brooklyn was beautiful, bro. There's so many places in Brooklyn to go, and just not even just Brooklyn, New York City in general. Like, there's so many different places to go and see that's actually beautiful outside of just the hood. Because that's the thing. Some people only see Brooklyn or see New York City as being the hood, but it's really a landmark if you think about it, bro. Anywhere you go, people take pictures of Biggie's mural on Fulton Street. People go and take pictures by the bridge. Like, we got tourists on 42nd Street year round. Like, it's just the energy, the vibe. New York City just different. It's very distinct. That's what I would say. It's in its own category. You can't really compare it to anything. But it honestly, growing up in Brooklyn was beautiful, bro. I enjoy my childhood in Brooklyn. Yeah,
and I feel like your neighborhood specifically, like, and this ain't me being disrespectful, but like when I talk to people and I ask people, like, because you know I've only been to like 3 or 4 places in New York City. So, you know, and I'm so fascinated by the city. And it's like, I ask people like, yo, like, you know, what's Brownsville like? And I've literally got answers. The most positive answer I've ever got is, it's Brownsville. That's the most positive answer I've ever got when somebody asked me about, like, whenever I ask somebody about Brownsville, because, you know, on the outside looking in, and the way I look at it, to me, Brownsville is rich and, you know, a lot of history and a lot of very notable people are from Brownsville. I think Mike Tyson was born in Brownsville.
Mike Tyson.
One of the Wu-Tang members, if not You God, it might have been maybe Jizza, I think was born in Brownsville.
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps is
it's
from
a lot
Brownsville.
of people, bro. Like, and that's the thing. Like you said, it's always gonna be a beauty to it, whether people want to see it or not. So like that's the thing. A lot of people, they hit Brownsville and their eyes get big. Like they start looking at you sideways. Like, yo, bro, I'm everybody from Brownsville.
Like why does it have, or why do you feel like it has that stereotype?
First, I want to say maybe like the poverty levels, man. Like, you feel me? In Brownsville, it's a bunch of different projects all directly lined up next to each other. You get what I'm saying? They all within like a block radius or a couple blocks away from each other, and they're all back to back to back. And then once you cross the street from one, you in a different set of projects. So like, it's the poverty levels, it's the people, you get what I'm saying? It's like, it's a bunch of different things to take into account, but it get real serious over there basically because of the poverty levels. You're gonna see some very poor people, and then it's like a mix of poor and like middle class. So it's like in that little bit of mix, you know, once you got poor people and they struggling to survive, they gonna do anything to go and survive. So that's really what I grew up around. A lot of my friends ain't have it. My moms ain't have it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we out here fending for ourselves. We gotta figure it out on our own. So Yeah, that's just the situation with Brownsville. But I don't feel like Brownsville is as bad as people make it seem. Like, it get bad. Anywhere you go is gonna be bad. It just depends on who you know, and you just need to know where you should be and where you shouldn't be. That way you don't get yourself into those situations.
Nah, man, I respect that. Man, yeah, because I feel like when we really start talking about the quote unquote dangerous of the hoods, you know what I'm saying, in any area, I feel like especially as Black people, we gotta rethink the way that we think about our neighborhoods that might be struggling.
Yes.
Because generally, if there's a neighborhood full of people that are struggling, probably a bigger overall, greater reason, which is usually something that has to do with some form of government. So, you know, that's why, like, even me, like, you know, when I used to be, like, at Oswego, like, all my homies was from New York.
Yeah.
So, like, they tell me different things about, like, different boroughs. You know, I'll play along with it. But then when I really started thinking about it, I was like, okay, number one, you're not from none of these places. And number two, you know, you ain't never been there. And number three, you know, if people are struggling, it's generally, like I said, a reason. It's overall a greater reason. So, you know, that's why I always like to ask people, like, from certain areas that may be notorious, like, what was it really like, you know? So that's why I had to ask, because like I said, you didn't say nothing.
That's a good question.
You said growing up in Brooklyn was beautiful.
Yeah.
And you said before that you was from Brownsville. A lot of people would be like, yo, what like, some people might look at you sideways, like, bro, like, is you good? But yeah, that's why I had to ask. But Tata, so we talked about the music, we talked about growing up in Brooklyn. Let's bring them both together. So I always say this, when I always knew Biggie was from Brooklyn. I knew Busta Rhymes was from Brooklyn. I knew that Brooklyn had a lot of great and dope rappers. I know Brooklyn was really rich in history. I mean, it goes all the way back to the 80s. However, as far as our era, because me and you were around the same age, you know, what was I don't want to say the pinnacle, but when did Brooklyn take off, like, as far as musically?
Brooklyn always. Yeah,
like hip hop.
Brooklyn always been.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
specifically for me.
Yeah, like 2010s.
All right, so
like our coming of age.
But what you talking about? Just hip hop in general, or just like
our
subset of? Okay.
Yeah, our experience. So, like, for example, you living in Brownsville, and it's sometime in, like late pre-2010s, early 2010s. I would say, like, that's when I feel like, I always say this, most people who really love this the way that we do, we probably really start realizing that we love this more than a lot of people around, like, the age of 10. So, like, 10 to, like, 12.
So I think I understand what you asking.
Yeah.
That period was like a transition of our generation of hip hop, as opposed to hip hop being like switching over from the 90s, 2000s. Like, it was, I understand what you asking.
Yeah.
So personally for me, I want to say I really got into hip hop because of, like, shows like 106 in Park. So, you know, that was running all throughout the 2000s. You got people like AJ and Free, and then you had Terrence and Roxy, and you get what I'm saying? And this is something that after school,
New York, right?
After school, you come home, and it's the first thing you put on. Like, when you cut the TV on, it's the first thing that's on, and it's playing all the music, all the hot music that's hot in the industry, but it's also, like, digestible for kids and for families and all of that stuff. So it's, like, dumbed down in a sense. So, like, me really getting into hip hop was from 106 in Park, because I would come home from school, I might do some homework, I turn on the TV, now it's music playing, so now I gotta tune in while I'm, doing my work. It'll help me get my work done, but at the same time, I'm learning music. So, like, at this time, this is when groups was a thing. Like, Young Money, Cash Money, you get what I'm saying? You got Wayne, you got Drake, you got Nicki. They was lit at that point in time. I don't know the specifics of the dates, but if it's along the era that I think that you're trying to get at, definitely, like, I want to say maybe later towards the ending of the 2000s.
So, like, this is like the coming of age, like, for you, for music.
Yeah, so, like, maybe me progressing into a teenager, I was able to digest hip hop way more.
Way more. Yeah, and then, like I said, you from Brooklyn, so
it's so much culture that comes with it, bro. So, like, that's why when you ask that, I'm like, wait, so, like, from birth, because if you think about it, bro, like you said, Biggie from Brooklyn, Biggie's a landmark. Everybody know who Biggie is. You could have a conversation with anybody in Brooklyn about Biggie. I ended up started having conversations with people, and I found out that it was people that I'm related to who used to be around him. You get what I'm saying? Who physically know him, who know what he used to do in his in and out days. You get what I'm saying? Like, day in and day out, what his day-to-day schedule was like.
Yeah, because, something, and I guess I don't feel like I don't need to say this again, but just to reiterate this point, not from Brooklyn, but from the outside looking in, Brooklyn seems really small.
Bro.
Like, it's like everybody know everybody.
Yes. So that's the thing. It's small, but it's overcrowded. And I don't think it might make sense, but if you from there, it makes sense. Like, bro, I say this all the time. Even my mom's, she always tell me, like, anywhere you go, if you good to people, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see somebody you know. So me being from Brooklyn, when I left and came to Oswego, I didn't expect to see nobody I know. I'm seeing people I went to high school with, people I met in middle school, people. You get what I'm saying? Just because that's how small the world is. I don't even think it's just Brooklyn. I think that's the world in general, bro. Like, sometimes it's going to just be where things align. And that's just, you know, that's God in a sense. But at the same time, it's just the reality of what things are. Brooklyn is very small. Very small. Very small. Everybody know everybody, or everybody, you might know somebody that I know, but me and you never met before. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's like, it's very small.
Very small. Now, Tata, when did you start like DJing? Because I feel like, is that outside of the choir, is that like kind of like when you first got your foot in the door as far as like hip hop? Like as far as you inserting yourself?
Me inserting myself into music.
Yeah.
The choir was my first.
Yeah.
That was like my first entrance into music in general. You get what I'm saying? I did band for a little bit. I was introduced to band, like, you know, playing instruments and stuff.
What'd you play?
I did flute for like a year or a little bit less than a year, and then I did drums mostly.
Dope.
Then I was going to learn trumpet, but at that point they had like dismembered the band or whatever. Okay. So I tried to learn instruments and stuff like that. I actually play the drums. Like I can play the drums. I did drumline in middle school. So like I was getting different bits and pieces of the music. Like me, I just wanted to learn and that's me in general. I want to learn the ins and outs of everything. Like, I'm gonna learn this today. Maybe I can learn this today. Let me try this. So that's how I ended up getting into DJing at some point. Because again, big shout outs to Mr. Dilworth. I got to high school and he's like, well, y'all gotta put a mix together. In order for you to put a mix, you the person that's in control of making the mix. So ultimately, you're the DJ. So that was my first introduction into DJing. It was a class assignment. Had to make a mix. Ended up being something that was actually liked by some people, and that was my first introduction to DJing. Like, all right. Maybe I might, you know, learn how to DJ. But at this point in time, I didn't have no equipment or anything. All I had was a laptop. So I'm like, all right, I know that I might have the ability to DJ because of one, I know a lot of music, and I know that DJing is just more than having a skill. It's about music selection. You pick the right songs, you good. If you pick the wrong songs, you lose the crowd. You get what I'm saying? You got to know how to control the crowd. So I didn't really get into DJing until I got into college. Because my main, and I know you know, bro, everybody's main goal when they get to college is one, academics, but two, you also got to figure out how you're going to survive outside of that, meaning like how I'm going to eat, how I'm going to have money to go out with my friends and chill and do all the other things that I want to do, how I'm going, you know, just how you're going to provide for yourself. So like that was my thing when I got to school. I'm first trying to figure out how I need to provide for myself. I can't work because I'm too busy doing school. My moms don't want me to work, so I'm like, I got to find something else that I could do. Freshman year, I met a DJ Mighty. Big ups to you, my boy.
Shout out Mighty.
And we chopping it up or whatever throughout the year, and he was one of the main DJs on campus at that time. And then we had DJ Shacktown. You know, he was big on YouTube at the time. Big ups to you as well. I met a couple different DJs, and I'm always at the parties. And when I go to the party, I go get lit. You feel me? I'm vibing. I'm in the middle of the circle. I'm dancing, doing all of those things. And then I just started watching at some point, and I'm like, you know what? Let me actually see what they do on a regular. Watching, they're controlling the crowd. You know, it's literally like a actual job. Like you got to clock in, and it's so many things that you got to do to make sure that everything goes right for your parties and your events and whatnot or whatever. Started watching them and talking to them and having conversations with them. By the end of that freshman year, Shacktown was graduating. Mighty was like, I'm out of here. This ain't my vibe. I don't want to stay here no more. So once he was on that type of time, and I'm like, all right, bet. We ain't gonna have no DJ. Like, and the parties was lit all year. I'm like, damn. You know what? I'm gonna start DJing. I told somebody straight up, like, yo, I'm DJing. And some people was looking at me like, wait, what you mean? Like, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm going to DJ, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm going to figure it out.
I could do it. I know I could do it. I'm going to figure it out. Yes, bro. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to figure it out.
We can't have trash parties.
And that was my main goal with it. Like, yo, bro, yes, I don't want that vibe to die. Like, my freshman year was epic. Literally, like, legendary to me, bro. Like, I wanted everybody coming in to still be able to experience that same vibe that I experienced as a freshman. So like, I'm gonna start DJing. That summer, I went crazy working hard. Like, I think I had like 2-3 jobs maybe that summer, stacking up, doing everything I possibly can to buy equipment. Ended up buying got speakers from family, grabbed some other equipment from here, grabbed some equipment from here, grabbed some equipment from here, and then I just started teaching myself. So that's how I got into DJing.
Really? So you self-taught?
Hell yeah.
Oh, makes sense, yeah.
Bro, and that's with anything in life. Anything that I wanted to do, I had to self-teach myself. I had to learn it on my own. I get it out the mud sometimes, you feel me? That's all it is.
Got you. So that's how you started DJing. What was like, do you remember the first party you ever DJed? You remember that?
So yes.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
The first party I probably ever DJed was something small. So I used to DJ in a village, you know. It's like a little apartment or whatever. We used to do little small parties. Okay. And it would be the same people that call me every week like, hey, we need you to DJ. Hey, we need you to DJ. So essentially, that's what made me better. I started out small. Started out by doing like little small house parties and little regular events on campus for organizations and stuff like that. And then I just got bumped up to Legion out of nowhere. Like, big space, big venue. You got to figure it out.
Legion.
You got to figure it out. Like, yes, bro. I did a Legion within less than a year of me learning how to DJ.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
And I was working with the org
Legion is like, that's like the club at Oswego.
Yes.
All my Oswego heads know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I did my first Legion.
A lot of boys became men in Legion. Ooh, a lot of boys became men in Legion.
A lot of boys stay boys. You feel me?
Continue, my fault.
Nah, you Gucci, bro. That was pretty much everything, bro. Like, I did my first Legion within less than a year, bro. So, like, that was a confidence booster to me.
You had that motherfucker turned out, didn't you?
It was for my first one. It was okay. It wasn't. Right. It wasn't bad, and it wasn't like crazy, like Fallout. Like, I've had way better parties, way better events, but it was a good start for me. You feel me? Like, it was a great start for me, and then from there it was just take off. After that, I got schools hitting me. Hey, can you come DJ here? I got family hitting me back home. Hey, I need you to come DJ this and do this. And so at that point, it was like I was literally booked up from like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. And I would literally be booked up all weekend, have nothing but events lined up. But luckily, it kept me, good. Like, I had money. I was able to, provide for myself and my situation at that time.
Stay fresh.
Bro, listen, bro, everything I got on my own. I ain't the freshest, bro, but I try to do what I can, bro. Like, I ain't with all the Joneses, bro. I ain't with all the Joneses, feel me?
Tata, so DJing obviously is, it's a part of your brand, DJ Tata.
Yes.
Like, what has it done for you, like, mentally, emotionally, and, like, spiritually? Because I feel like, especially as time is going on, this might be 2 questions, so let me try to keep this short. But, DJs have a lot less respect than they once had, I feel. And maybe that's, like I said, I'm not a DJ. This on the outside looking in. But what has it done for you? And how do you feel? And like I said, you could answer them one at a time. And how has DJing evolved from when you started till now?
Okay. So, personally, for me, what it did, I want to say it showed me that, I have the ability to be successful in whatever I choose to do, right? With DJing, that's only one aspect of DJing. You get what I'm saying? DJing and, actually playing the music and actually doing the events, that's only one part of it. The other part is the socializing part. Like, you got to actually go out there, introduce yourself to people and meet people.
You got to be a hustler.
But you got to know how to be a businessman on top of that. And if you ask anybody, they'll tell you that's one thing I don't play about is money. Like, being a businessman, I'm never going to play with somebody else's money. So if somebody's booking me for an event and they pay me, guess what? I'm there on time. I'm there early. I'm doing anything that they asking me to do. I'm asking questions before, and then I'm asking questions after to make sure that we all set. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want my name to be tied to anything that's negative. Try to keep it positive. So, on a social level, it was great for me because I got to interact with different people. I put myself in uncomfortable situations.
Taught you business.
Being up there DJing, it's like a stage. You get what I'm saying? Like, people are actually depending on you, and they're waiting for you to mess up. It have been plenty of times where, it was a situation that could have happened, and I had to figure out how can I maneuver this situation. Or, as a DJ, you control the crowd. So if the crowd's not into it, guess what? That means that's on you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to figure those things out. So on a social level, great. Mentally, specifically for my situation, it was definitely draining as hell, bro. Like, draining. Because it was a couple DJs I was cool with, and then there was a couple DJs who just we didn't click. And that's all cool and dandy or whatever, but at the same time, it would be just too much other nonsense going on. I felt like competition and like, you know, little secret animosity and whatnot. And like, me being me, I'm just gonna always be making known that I'm me. Like, you feel me? People would take it sideways or feel a way that I said I'm the best DJ. Like, listen, I'm not trying to discredit anything that you got going on, but this is for me and my mental and my thought process and my motivation. I'm just speaking directly for me. It's nothing against y'all, you feel me? Y'all do what y'all do. I just know who I am personally, you feel me? And I'm him, you feel me? So y'all take that however y'all want to take that. So social, cool. Mental, it was draining. Emotionally though,
Like,
I want to say
feeling really rocking a party,
bro. Like, listen, bro, it's a different type of high. And they got nothing to do with drugs. They got nothing to do with drinking. When you see everybody in the crowd lit, I could even explain it to you like this. How would you feel if random people was just walking up to you? You don't even know who the hell they are, and they know your name, and they just saying, "Hey, what's up?" and keep it pushing. Oh, that's the DJ that did this party. He's lit. Like, this is me randomly walking around campus. I would have random people. Hey, Tata. I don't even know who they are. Hey, how you doing? I asked my friend, yo, who that? You get what I'm saying? The people are starting to know me or getting to know me because I'm doing events and I'm doing parties, and they come in and they're enjoying themselves after doing nothing but homework all week. You get what I'm saying? Nothing but classes and whatnot. So this is them being able to, you know, chill and kick back and let loose or whatnot. So, bro, it's a great feeling, bro. Like, I done shut so many parties down, and people talk about it to this day, and people send me videos still, and you feel me? Like, it's still a great feeling. Yeah. But I want to say, being in that time, at that time and period, I felt like I was like at my peak because it was just like new to me, and it was something I had never experienced before. So it was a great feeling. Emotionally, it was great. Emotionally, it was great. And then what was your second question?
Got you. How has DJing evolved since from the time you started and your peak until like now, you know, because I don't know if you're still necessarily as active as you once were, but like, how has it evolved? Because the way I look at a lot of DJs today, a lot of young DJs, they think it's MacBook Pro, big ass, oversized, goofy ass headphones, and you know, you're a DJ. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand the techniques and the aspects that come along with it. Mixing, blending, introducing new music as well. Like, I feel like DJing is really becoming a lost art. So I just wanted to ask, do you have that same experience?
I'm agreeing with you on that, right? And the reason I'm not even going to speak on DJs specifically and the actual art of DJing, bro. The reason I know that it's a lost art is because when people throw events now, people 9 times out of 10 aren't even looking for a DJ. Why? Because it costs money, right? People don't want to pay the prices. People want to pay you what they want to pay you, right? And if I'm a DJ and I'm DJing and you ask me to DJ for 3 hours, right? Hey, can you DJ for 3 hours? What's your price? And I'll tell you my price. My price is $100 an hour, $300. Oh, that's expensive. Can you do 100? Can you do 150? Well, guess what? My speakers cost $1,000. My MacBook costs $1,500. My turntables cost $800, $900. You give it all my equipment, all of that stuff is an investment. Yeah. At any point in time, but not just that. At any point in time, if any of this stuff clunk out and I'm doing your event, guess what? I got to take that money that you giving me and put that towards fixing whatever goes wrong on my situation. So at the end of the day, regardless, I'm still going to take a loss while you don't have to worry about any of that because it doesn't, people don't think about those type of things, bro. They just want to lowball you. And then another thing is, me personally, bro, my new favorite DJ, bro, my new favorite DJ is right here, bro. You feel me? Yo, bro, Apple Music, and I just learned this probably, I want to say, a couple months ago. If I go right now and play any song on my Apple Music, it's a setting in there that now where your music can transition for you. I don't have to physically switch the song. As the song is faded out, the next song starts playing, so it sounds like an actual transition, bro. Like, sometimes I'm actually in the car bumping, and it transitions over to the next song, and it really sounds like somebody's DJing. And I'm like, yo, that was a crazy mix. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, technology, bro, that's all that is, bro. Like, the advancement of technology is also taking the art away, bro. Like, you don't
made people lazy, right?
Yeah, because you don't really need a DJ no more if you got your phone. If you come up with your own little mix and it do the transitions for you, what you need a DJ for? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nah, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I always said too, this little thing right here, I feel like it causes people not to think anymore.
That's the point of technology. It's convenience.
Yeah, but
everything
man, like,
for technology is about convenience.
Yeah, but like people can't even use their brain anymore when it
That's
comes
the
down
point
to
of
this.
technology, bro. So that's the downfall of technology. It makes everything convenient for us, but it also
I'm listening.
takes away our, you good? It also takes away our ability to be able to do things on our own.
Nah, I respect it, Tata, but man, you like I said, as far as the young dudes, like the young DJs. Like I said, you is like one I feel like of the very few that I've experienced to witness that, you know, still have respect and love for this art.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I definitely salute you. Because
you gotta actually love music, I feel like.
Yeah.
You can't just DJ if you don't care for music or if you only care for one genre.
And then you really go out and you look for music. Like when I told you, send me a couple artists you're listening to, half of them was people I never heard of. And I was like, oh, wow, you know what I mean? So I got to give you your credit. Like I feel like, you know, a lot of DJs too shut themselves off from different things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of DJs won't accept or embrace a certain subgenre or a certain artist when, you know, is that really what it's about? You know, so I salute you for always, I feel like you give everybody a chance.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you give everybody a chance. But real quick, Tata, I want to go back and talk about Brooklyn. Now, because I want to get into drill.
Okay.
So, actually, before we even get into that, we'll start. I've seen on social media that a lot of people credit like Bobby and Rowdy, especially Bobby when Bobby came with Hot Nigga. They credit him in 2014 for being the early pioneer of drill. That's who I see a lot of people credit. Now, I was talking to you, and I was like, well, the first drill artist I had really ever heard was 22G's. And then I remember I had to go back and I had to do some more digging. And then I remember it was Curly, Dada, Money Mills. And the next artist and Bambino. So you being from Brownsville, and like I said, I feel like drill, so many people try to put drill in, like everybody associates it with either Canarsie or they try to associate it with like Flatbush. But according to you, Bambino was like really the true pioneer of the drill sound. And he's from your neighborhood.
Yeah, from Brownsville.
Yeah, from Brownsville.
So that's the thing though. Remember I was telling you earlier, everything is about, even though we from the same neighborhood, it's about blocks and territory. Like they live 2 blocks over from me, but they're a whole different side. Like I grew up on the Wu side, they from the Cho side. Yeah. But I know people
Bambino
from their side. I know
Yeah.
people from their side. Like I got family that live on their side, and then I grew up on that side, so I know a couple people. So it's like a mutual love, but everybody not like that, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Secondly, I'm gonna say it definitely started in Brownsville with like the 2 people that you mentioned.
Bambino.
Money Mills and Bambino.
Yeah.
So like you said, you said you went back and did the research.
Yeah.
You mentioned
You
Curly.
ain't fucking with my gang.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that was one of the first notable drill songs.
So you wouldn't consider Hot Nigga one of the first?
No.
Thank you.
It's not technically a drill song. That was just hip hop.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. I feel like Hot Nigga, people showed it love in the afterward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after, you know, the whole thing with GS9 and everything went down. But when that song, like you said, when that song first came out, didn't nobody say, oh, this drill shit.
It
like,
wasn't drill.
Nobody was really, at least, excuse me. Like I said, I'm not from New York. New York niggas, please don't come for me. But nobody was like jacking that was drill.
Yeah.
I think Hot Nigga in retrospect, people like, okay, they might be early pioneers. But yeah, because that's why I had to ask you. I'm like, that was hip hop, as you said. That was New York niggas.
I feel like people don't understand or have a definition for what drill is. They just associated anything, any music that's related to gang activity or has gang members that are creating it. They automatically assume that it's drill. You get what I'm saying? And that's not the case. Drill is about a specific subset of hip hop, like you said, and it contains a specific type of beats and melodies and samples and whatnot. That's what makes it drill. So once you hear
not even a subject matter.
It's not even a subject matter. It's about the beat, the way the beat come in, the way that 808 come in, and the way the snares come in. And it's like very like raw, and like the beat is almost kind of violent in a sense.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, bro. Very, very like loud. and all of that. So like I feel like before you even mention drill in Brooklyn, you got to understand that all of this drill stuff started in Chicago.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
We took it and made it our own, right?
Because Chief and them
started,
right?
they inspired drill and whatnot, which is understandable.
Yeah,
but when,
I was mostly talking about.
I know you was talking about Brooklyn and whatnot. So
Chief is the nigga when it comes
I just want to point that out because I don't want nobody to say like, oh, they feel like they started drill. Nah. Brooklyn
Chief,
drill,
Chicago,
is totally different from Chicago drill, but we were inspired by Chicago. Anybody can't say we wasn't inspired by them because they started it. So specifically though,
Chief, Herbo,
all of them, everybody from out there, like
Reese.
When they was rapping, everything that they came out with was drill, considered drill. They wasn't just making regular rap out there. Anything that they came out with was considered drill. But when you come to Brooklyn now, and you know, with the height of everything going on, we had teams and gangs rapping already, but it wasn't considered drill because of the way the beats was made. It didn't become drill until, like you said, Curly, Dada, Bambino, Money Mills. They jumped on that track. Gang, gang, gang was lit. They put, you feel me? Like everybody jumped on that wave from there. And
Bambino was the first, correct?
So I want to say, if we being technical, you just brought up something to me, like the fact that they did that song. If you're gonna credit anybody, we could give all of them the credit because they did that song together. Bambino did his own thing though. He was his own artist, and he made like Allergic to Cuffin' and like
that was my shit.
Jug and Finesse and like
Allergic to Cuffin'. That's
yo, bro, he had mad. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the entrance into drill. He started that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, because when I went back and like I said, I just looked into it from what I got from it. It's like, okay, Bambino, Curly, Dada, Money, all of them. You really got to get a credit to them. But if we talk about like the first pop and drill nigga on it, like I said, it was Bambino.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I viewed it.
I agree with you on that. And like I said, we not even from the same side. Like my side is considered their ops. But I don't look at them as my ops because like I said, I got family and whatnot on that side and they personally ain't never do nothing to me. So, you know, that's just a whole nother topic for a different, you know, for a different time or whatever. But yeah, I'll give him his credit for that because again, he started with a couple songs, and then right after that, that's when everybody else, again, that's the thing with Brooklyn, like everybody else start putting out their own versions of it. So now he do that. Now like you said, you got people like 22Gs and Chef G and all these other people who are rapping start popping out, bro. Like you got people all over Brooklyn, East New York and Flatbush. You mentioned a couple neighborhoods, Bed-Stuy. It's happening in different areas, just all based on proximity and, you know, what block does this person live on and what group are they associated with, whether it be a gang or a team and whatnot. And then it goes from there, bro. Yeah, but I give him his credit for that. Definitely.
For sure. Yeah, because I just was like, you know, when people, I think if you ask like one in like 100 people, or like 100 people, like, yo, like what borough, like when you hear Brooklyn drill, what borough do you automatically associate it with? Like I said, you get the floss, you'll get the floss, and I feel like you'll get East Flatbush especially. I feel like you'll get Flatbush and even the Style to a certain extent. But I feel like Brownsville gets supremely overlooked. And I'm like, yo, Money Mills, as we said, Money Mills, Bambino, Curly, and Dada is all from Brownsville, correct?
Well, I think Curly and Dada from like East New York or
which is close,
or Canarsie, which is close, but they not from Brownsville. Money Mills and Bambino from Brownsville. It's from Brownsville.
Yeah, so I just was like, you know, how is the spot where, like I said, Bambino was one of, to me, the first like real poppin' nigga in the drill shit, from what I could see. Why does Brownsville always seem to get overlooked? And, you know, I think it goes into just the fact of, you know, pop and, you know, him, you know, really bringing it to a mainstream audience.
Pop comes later.
Yeah, but exactly. He comes 4 years after.
So I think what it is you got to really be from Brooklyn and then really be from Brownsville to really understand what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you really go and look at most of these interviews, even a bunch of the woos, they'll tell you straight up like, yo, we give the other side their props. Like Bambino on them really started drill and made it lit, and then we took it and made it our own. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody was always doing music, so I don't want it to seem like, oh, they started music and then we started. Nah, everybody was always doing their own thing. But when the drill scene came, they started with their first couple songs that actually took off.
Yeah.
Then from there, you got the people like you said, 22Gs and the Chef Gs and everybody else start popping out now.
Yeah.
And then now it's become its own branch. That's when it becomes a branch now, when everybody else start doing it. At this point, I felt like he was just trying it. He didn't know it was going to take off like how it did, but it ended up taking off. But people don't give them that credit because, again, if it's the beginning of something, of course, 9 times out of 10, the person who starts something is not gonna get the credit for it until somebody else remakes it, and then now the world is put on display, and now everybody is able to see it. You get what I'm saying? In a sense like that. So if you really from Brownsville, or you from the area, or you know what's going on in the music scene, or just in the streets in general, you really, really know. Like, but pop comes years later. Years later. Like, it was already happening before pop came around.
Yeah, because like I said, when my ears first got introduced to drill, it was Tutu. It was Tutu G's or Tutu Blick. I call him a bunch of different names. He got so many different names, but it was Tutu G's because he came out with Suburban. And Suburban, number one, I mean, the beat was crazy. I was like, this beat is like evil.
Yes.
So it was Suburban, and then I remember he had on the ski with the red tag.
Yes, sir.
And then the video was like all grainy and shit. I'm like, damn. But like I said, it set fire to what, like, I feel like that's, to me, from what I've seen, is he like the one who set fire to it? Like, is 2-2-G's the one who set fire to drill as far as really breaking out of New York? Or is it somebody else? Because I feel like when he did that and then Chef responded, it was on from there.
So I don't want to give anybody specific credit for that.
Okay.
I feel like they
all
all played their part in that, because if you think about it, 9 times out of 10 in drill music, so like that's the thing. In Allergic to Cuffing, Bambino's talking specifically about something. He has a specific topic that he's talking about. In other drill music, like No Suburban, they're talking about beef. They talking about street stuff. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they talking about, you know, their actual, it's like politics. You get what I'm saying? So that's why people really tuning in, because, you know, oh, he just dropped a diss track. Basically, that's pretty much what No Suburban was. I mean, what Suburban's was. Or was you talking about the Blicky freestyle?
No. I'm talking about when 2-2-G's first came out.
He dropped Suburban.
He dropped Suburban.
And then Chef dropped No Suburban.
So
that's the point. It was like a back and forth, like a diss track for a diss track. Like, all right, you was creative on that. Now let me show my side. You get what I'm saying? And then, like you said, 2-2's flick, Chef drop it. Guess what it do? It flick. It flick right back. Literally flick right back.
Yeah.
Now guess what?
And it was both great songs.
Now guess what?
Yeah.
2-2 going to do the same thing again.
Yeah, he do No Suburban 2.
Suburban's 2.
Suburban 2, excuse me. Yeah.
Guess what Chef do?
Chef do
No Suburban's 2. You get what I'm saying? So that's what's really drawing the attention in, because people are tuning in like, oh, he dropped one song, then he dropped the song, and then he dropped another song to react to that song, and then now he's dropping another song to react to that song, to the song that he, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's really why a lot of people tune in, because a lot of it contains beef, it contains information, it contains culture, it contains a bunch of different things. It contains a bunch of different
Drill
things.
is bigger than just what they try to paint it in the media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the media, of course, the media can only speak on one thing at a time. They can't talk on everything that's going on. You can't mention the pro and then the con with the media. It's
Drill is
either
criminally misunderstood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Misunderstood,
Very
but it's also,
misunderstood.
I feel like it also could be redirected and be made or put in a better or a positive light. Light.
I agree, but you want to know something, though, Tata? And this is something that I've just overheard and I've just seen in interviews. It's like when it comes to the drill thing, everybody like, yo, like, can we bring these dudes together? And I want to get your opinion on this. The way somebody explained was like, all right, if I'm a rapper and I'm from this side, and another rapper from another side reach out to me, and they want to do a song, we want to put the beef to the side. My man's who from my side, right? He got beef, or his man's got killed by another person on this other rapper side. You see what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So, and we know he did it. So it's like, now it come back, I can't even associate with this side because blood had been spilled in the streets.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the two sides just ain't never ever gonna see eye to eye. So do you feel like that's really what's holding drill back, is just holding drill back for just all the bloodshed that's happened?
Listen.
Yeah.
Because the same question you asked, I got friends that's gang members. I got family that's gang members. You feel me? I done did my little dues in the street here and there, but I ain't no gang member. But I done been in the street, so I know. Like, I know people. Yeah. And I done asked that same question.
Yeah, and
like,
I'm not from the street, so I'm sorry if I sound.
No, yeah. You good.
Yeah.
I've asked that same question, bro. Like, yo, how can we stop the beefing? Like, what can we do to put this to the side, put that? And that's the same thing that everybody says. It's too much blood that been spilled. Yeah. And then another thing too that comes with it, if you think about it, it's a cycle that just continues to repeat, because, like you said, that situation that you just explained is all based off personal beef. Yeah. It's not even about like that person did something directly to him. He can't work with him now because his mans feel away because they killed somebody from his side a minute ago. And that's really what, I feel like that's what the street life is in general. Everybody got beef now.
A vicious cycle.
Everybody got beef now because they attach themselves to a gang and they take on that gang's personal beef. 9 times out of 10, you be having beef with somebody who never personally did anything directly to you. They don't know you.
Just from two
you don't know
sides.
That person. Y'all just from 2 different sides. You get what I'm saying?
And then it's so easy to get sucked into this shit because as you was explaining to me earlier, like you said, with Chef is viewed as woo to the masses. The Chef never ever came out and
said I'm woo.
And said I'm woo.
Yeah.
Chef is just been crip.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke was woo.
It was woo.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Legends never die, the smoke will never clear. Pop Smoke is woo. You know, and then, so like he is woo, but like Chef never, but like you said, people look at Chef like, yeah, Chef woo.
Yeah.
As
So
you said.
that's another
So
thing.
it's so easy to get sucked into all this other shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
like
by
you can't
who
even be neutral.
But just by who you associate yourself with. That's
Yeah.
just in general. If you see somebody around a bunch of gang members all the time, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna associate that person as a gang member because that's who they be with. You see them with them, you're just gonna associate that with them.
Yeah.
The thing with Pop Smoke and then just the woo thing in general is 2 different woos, bro. You get what I'm saying? The
So you introduced me to so break it down.
So the first woo started in Brownsville.
See, it goes back to Brownsville.
Everything relates back to Brownsville, gang.
Continue.
That's why the Chos are from Brownsville. You get what I'm saying? So Bambino side is Cho. The other side, like the side that I grew up on, is Woo. You get what I'm saying?
All this started in Brownsville.
The beef started in Brownsville.
God damn.
All
Okay,
the
continue.
beef started in Brownsville. Like, I want to say 08, 09.
Oh, shit.
And it's been going on ever since.
So it's been like 15 years, like damn near 20 years.
Yo, bro,
like, yeah.
you know how many niggas been dead for years now and niggas is still outside riding for niggas who they never met, bro? It's niggas outside right now still riding for a nigga they never ever met, but because they are OG, and this was their gang a couple years back, niggas take on that. You feel me? They throw that on their shoulders and they actually run with that and take it. And that's what I was saying about it being personal, bro. If it ain't personal, if a nigga ain't never ever personally do something to me, I don't got beef with him. But the moment you personally do something to me, oh yeah, we got beef.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to actually take on somebody else's personal beef, I feel like that just all goes into discipline and, you know, ignorance, not knowing. You feel me? The lack of knowledge, those things.
Yeah, and you said that the Woos
Started in Brownsville.
and the Cho started in Brownsville. But you said that Dave, so can you kind of break this down, Woo and Cho?
Which part of it do you want to know?
Man, start from the beginning.
All right, so like the Chos pretty much consist of a bunch of different gangs, right?
Yes.
YGs, the Folks.
Folks is GD?
Yeah, that's the GDs.
Black flags, black bandanas.
Yes, Black Flags, right? They live in Garvey. The YGs
Marcus
live
Garvey
in,
Projects, right?
Yes, Marcus. Yes.
I do my research.
The houses,
the houses.
facts.
So Marcus Garvey Projects is GDs. My bad. Let me let you continue.
You good.
Yeah, let me
Marcus
restart.
Garvey houses is GDs. You go up
And
the
this
block.
is Cho.
Yeah, this the Chos.
Okay.
You go up the block, couple blocks up to Howard Projects, you got YG. Then I want to say in Flatbush is where the rest of the folks is at. The Blickies.
Okay. The Blickies.
So like,
okay.
the Blickies are pretty much a subset of the folks.
And they all got black bandanas.
Black bandanas,
Okay.
right? So this is why you'll see a lot of woo niggas say GDK, right? But in ultimate reality,
And that's is that Gangster Disciple Killer?
when you say anything that you put a K on, you basically saying like you don't fuck with it.
Okay, but what does GD stand for?
Gangster Disciples.
Okay, so yeah, when you put, so like EBK is everybody killer.
Everybody K.
Okay.
Or you just saying everybody K.
K. Oh, because that's a New York slang.
That's slang.
Yeah, K
so
and
you say
Sherm,
something
okay.
K, you just not jacking
You're not
it, or
jacking
you don't
it.
fuck with it, or
Okay.
anything of that nature,
I
right?
bet. Okay.
So you go to, so they're a subset. The Blickies are a subset of the folks. But you'll see a lot of woo niggas say I'm GDK, right? Instead of saying I'm Blicky K, because that's really ultimately who the beef is with. When you say GDK, you took onto a whole gang. Me personally, I didn't know it was GDs.
So you talking to YGs, you talking to folks, and you talking to Blickies.
Not even. When you talking, if you say GDK, basically you saying you don't fuck with no folk. That's what you're saying.
Oh, no folk. Okay.
No folk. And you know the folks stretch deep. They in Chicago, they everywhere. You get what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
So that's why a lot of people don't like the woos.
Yeah, we
right?
got this GDs in Atlanta.
I'm sure. Yeah, they all. That's what I'm saying. They heavy out there. Like they heavy out there. Yes, sir. They heavy out there. But to say GDK means that you don't fuck with the entire gang, and that's what a lot of people in the industry have been talking about, whether they're folk or whether they, they didn't agree with the Woos or whatnot, because, there are Woos who are in a door and they're actually actively preaching GDK. You get what I'm saying? Like, instead of saying Blicky K, because that's who the beef is with, the Blickies. They're a subset of the folks.
The folks, which is all Cho.
Yes.
So Cho, folk, Blicky.
I would say it's a little bit different.
Okay, gotcha.
The Cho aspect of the whole shit is, all right, let's say the folk is the gang. That's a different, so in New York City, we got two different things. We got gangs and then we got teams, right? Gangs, the main gangs is like folk, blood, crip. You got, like freaking Latin King, MS-13. Those are the main gangs. Then you got teams, right? So the Woos is Wave Gang, team.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Or DOD. That's what it started as. A team. The Chos started as teams. You get what I'm saying? YG and Hood Stars and all of those different teams. So it's like, it's subsets and subsets, if that makes sense. Most of these people are in gangs, but they associate whatever team that their hood is connected to, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I got a couple friends who's Crip, but they associate with the Woos because that's the side that they associate with. And it's the opposite for the other side. I want to say, like I said, 08, 09 is when everything began. The Woos are from a different side. The Chos are from a different side. All of this started from blood being shed. Once the first body dropped, next body dropped.
And it's just
and it just continues.
It's
a cycle, and that's how it goes. Now, the newer Woo that you was referring to with Pop Smoke, they're from Canarsie. They came, no, the Woos.
No, the Floss.
Yeah, that's Canarsie.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, cold. The Flossy, my fault.
You good.
They from Canarsie, but their Woo is different. So the Woo from Brownsville got 3 O's in it. It stands for We On Our Own. The Woo from Canarsie is just a total different Woo, but it still has the same meaning. It has the same hand sign. It has the same, pretty much the same notion. It's just a subset now. Again, now they made it their own, but they still are connected. Now, when they first started, it was a lot of politicking going on where people were saying they're not Woo. And there's politics going on saying that they are Woo because they're they could be correlated to messing with or tied to this person and this person and this person. But it's two different things. But they still took on the same beef that the Woos got. And that's with the Blickies and Chos and whatnot or whatever. Gotcha. So that's pretty much how all of that. I ain't going to get into the specifics of how everything started. But that's just the basics of everything.
Because I don't want you
Chos are their own thing. Woos are their own thing. It all goes based on where you live at and who you be around. Most of these people are gang members outside of this gang. And that's what it's been for the last, like you said, 10, 15 years now, bro. Like, time is flying, bro. And bodies still dropping years later. There's a bunch of new gangs out now. You get what I'm saying? Like, the younger heads are now the older heads, and the younger heads are now the up-and-comer older heads. So it's a bunch of stuff, bro, to take into account with that, bro. But it's a lot of politics. That's really what that is, politics.
Got you. We can go on and on about this drill stuff, but I do want to make sure that we get to our other segments. I want to talk about your personal music.
Okay.
Last thing, since this is going to serve as a transition. So you mentioned artists having a social responsibility.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're heavy on that. You said that publicly, and I respect that. When it comes to drill, a lot of people say, okay, it's entertainment. But because drill is so deeply rooted in, a lot of gang culture, do you feel like drill artists have a social responsibility?
No. Right? And the reason I'm going to say...
See, this is interesting.
All right, so I'm going to say yes and no.
Okay.
Anytime you decide to pick up a microphone or decide to pick up a camera and you put a message out there, you now have a responsibility because you...
Spreading information. You
spreading information, but you are also... You're creating a platform, right? So anybody is able to follow. Anybody's able to take into account what you're saying and might think it or take it as the truth, even if it's not proven to be so. And you can be misleading or you can be leading someone and you don't even realize because you're putting information out there, right? So that's the part where I'll say yes. The reason I'll say no for drill rappers is because you got to understand, most of these drill rappers are educated. You get what I'm saying? They really in the streets, for real. And they're doing what they're doing to change their situation. So they're not thinking about the fact that, hey, me saying this and me saying that might actually affect someone in the street. It might be a little kid who actually take everything that I'm saying and try to actually do what you get what I'm saying? They're not thinking about those things. Or just even the fact that some of the lyrics that they're putting out are negative or have a negative energy, and the fact that energy travels. You get what I'm saying? Like, those are not things that's being thought about, because all they thinking about right now is, how can I change my situation? How can I get myself out the hood? How can I get my friends out the hood? How can I get my moms and my family out the hood? That's all they're thinking about at that point in time. Yeah. And it also goes into a sense of ignorance. Not calling anybody ignorant as a bad thing, but if you don't know what ignorance is, it's just the lack of knowledge, the lack of not knowing. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, they don't even know that they got a platform, bro. You get what I'm saying? They don't know that they can affect somebody's life by saying this or saying that. They don't understand those things. But once you take into account, or you are taught that, that's when you really, really have that responsibility. When you know the effect that you putting this information or you putting this song out, it can affect somebody else out there, or affect somebody's family. You're talking about somebody's dead loved one. You get what I'm saying? That's just the ins and the outs to that. So I'll say yes and I'll say no. But I believe any artist has a responsibility. Once you decide to step in front of a camera, once you decide to talk into a mic, once you decide to play a song or play a video or do anything of that nature, you are putting information out there. You are, putting something on your platform for people to digest. So you can't be upset when people digest it, and it might not be what you wanted them to digest. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's all that is.
And that was beautifully said, man. Shout out to you. Just to end off on the drill thing, Tata, can drill ever evolve and adapt? Because the beat's crazy. As I say,
I feel like it already has.
Really? Okay. Explain briefly if you don't mind.
Samples, right? When drill first started out, it wasn't just all samples. Now, every drill beat that's on the radio is a sample.
It's a sample. Yeah.
Right? So it's just like the creativity of it. Now, I talk to my homegirl about this all the time. And she say, the thing I don't like about the drill beats and when they do samples is that people don't know how to be creative with it, which means they don't know how to steer away from the sample. If you're already using a sample, you don't want to continue to talk about the same thing or reuse words from that sample in a song, because it just makes it like it's unauthentic, if that makes sense. When you can get on a sample, I'll give you a prime example. Be Love. Yep. Right? When he came out, both the first songs that put him out there were samples. But in the samples, he's not talking about the same thing that the sample's talking about. He's creating it and making it his own. So it's just showing like the creativity to it. Yeah. That's the evolution so far that we've seen already, because when drill first started, they wasn't doing like samples and stuff like that. Now they throwing samples on every drill beat. And anybody can jump on it and make it sound good as long as you have some creativity. Certainly. So we've seen evolution already. Can it change even more? Of course it can. But it all depends on what aspect of change you're looking at. The beats can change. Yeah. The lyrics could change a little bit. I feel like the
drill gonna be drill.
The mission, yes. The mission and the objective of drill is not gonna change. The guidance and the direction and trajectory is going, it's never gonna change.
And then do you feel like drill has been the most impacted subset of hip hop by drugs and violence than any other subject?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I look at it, almost every single popular drill artist has either died or is currently in jail or was in jail. Pop Smoke, rest in peace. I ain't gonna, I'll say it because that was his nickname. Rest in peace to the Woo. Pop Smoke is passed on. 22 G's had, I think, a few different stints in prison. And then, Nick Blicky. Wait, did you say Nick or Big?
Nick,
yeah. Sorry, yeah. Nick Blicky, as you said. And then Chef was locked up, came out, popped off, and now he had to go do 2 years. And then they arrested Chef in prison. I ain't never seen that before. So now he looking to fight like a 30-year case. Sleepy was locked up for a little minute. He got released like some months ago. Anyways, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you heard the question, but
it's a lifestyle thing, bro. Because you got to understand, it's not just about the music. Everything that they rapping, 9 times out of 10, or maybe not 9 times out of 10, but a lot of what they rapping is what they're attempting to live in real life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then not only just that, it goes back into what I was just saying, bro. It's all about energy, bro. I feel like if you put negative energy out there, you don't never know how it's going to come back to you. Whether you see it as negative or not, or whether you see it as positive, whatever energy you put out, it always comes back. And I truly believe in that. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be the slightest action, any little action. As long as your energy is off, or if it's positive or if it's negative, it's gonna come back to you. Gotcha. Always believe in that. So, bro, honestly, it's so much negativity within the music, but it's also positivity within the talent. Yeah. Right? So the music carries the negativity, but the positivity is the fact that they actually have talent. It's just being used the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? You gotta find the good things in certain situations, bro. So like, I feel like even though God rest his soul, Pop died, you get what I'm saying? Think about his effect. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And that's the point. That's how
his impact is crazy. Designer fashion, Bior was like the song of like the Black Lives Matter.
But even think about the time that we spoke about. He did all of that within less than a year. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what you call a legacy. You get what I'm saying? To be able to leave a mark after you're gone.
His foundation go back to Brooklyn every year. Shoot for the stars.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The fact that you are able to leave a legacy after you're gone. Whether it doesn't matter how nobody felt about you while you was here. But now that you're gone, guess what? You still live on because you put that energy out there. You made sure that some things were set so that when you are gone, guess what? My legacy continues. I will be remembered.
Yeah. And I got faith in drill because I remember I seen an interview that 22 G's did when Pop Smoke passed away. He was like, man, look, I ain't getting on this platform to talk or bash or talk down about any deceased black men. And he was like, man, rest in peace and my condolences to his mother. I was like, damn.
Bro, but that's really what it come with, bro, because
but I salute like Tutu for that.
Some people, so that's the thing. I feel like a lot of,
because I know it was niggas in his clique
that was like, no, yeah, bro.
Fuck wrong with
bro,
you.
Everybody was laughing and joking, bro, and it's always like that. It don't matter what side you from.
You can never be
if somebody die from the opposite side, they're gonna take and make a mockery of it, and vice versa. It's just, that's just how it goes. You get what I'm saying? But like you said, that is big and that's positive in the fact that he's able to do that. But usually it goes like that from both sides, bro. Because if you think about it, 9 times out of 10, anybody that's from either side, whether you from the Wu or the Cho side, you grew up with somebody that's from the opposite side. 9 times out of 10, you beefing with your old friends. These are people who grew up with you, people who actually know you. You get what I'm saying? So you can't tell me they don't have no effect on you. And just even being a black man, me personally, I'm not in the streets, but me seeing black men dying on a consistent basis like that, it messes with me. I can't say I'm unbothered by that, bro.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
Even there's other people from the opposite side who sometimes I've had conversations with people and they're like, nah, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, that one, I feel for people. You get what I'm saying? Like you have to have some type of empathy at the end of the day, bro. Like ain't nobody out here that evil to the point where you just like, well, I don't care. Everybody could die and I don't care. You get what I'm saying? Like it's bound to happen to either side. So I like how you got some positivity or you have some faith in the fact that, you know, drill can definitely take off and be used or seen in a better light.
Definitely.
We don't hear those type of conversations a lot.
Nah, they certainly do. And I'm going to just say this because I want to get to the next segment. But I'm going to just say this right now, man, to all my drill artists, all of them. I don't care what, Bronx, Brooklyn, Chicago, wherever, all my drill artists. Look, y'all, let's put these guns down. Let's try to have conversations before people end up losing loved ones or family members. Like, for real. Because, you know, the only way to get drill to divert into something that's positive, we gotta first be able to create a space for a conversation to be had one day. And at the rate that it's going with these bodies, all these bodies that's dropping and all this bloodshed, that day, it just keeps on getting prolonged. So let's stop. Let's put the weapons down. Shit, if anything, I don't even like violence, but fist fight if you got to. But let's stop, let's put the weapons down, and let's get to a point where we can have a conversation sooner rather than later. Tata, I want to talk to you about your music, but being the fact that we don't have a release date and being the fact that I don't want to shortchange you because your music is very powerful, let's do put on or put out real quick because we got about 6 minutes. And then, like I said, if anything, we could do this again. We can find a time. We can work something out.
I'm all for that, bro.
Got you. But we just having such a good conversation. I feel like we were just speaking about so much positive things, so many positive things surrounding such a negative topic. I felt like we just had to keep that going. But Tata, next segment. You already know about that, boy.
I already know.
Man, Tata, next segment is Put On or Put Out. For those of y'all who don't know, Put On or Put Out is a segment where we rate hip-hop fashion. So I'm going to be showing our guest, the legendary, the award-winning DJ Tata, some of the most interesting, What is it? Fashion choices that we've seen in hip hop.
Okay.
If it's put on, Tata's gonna say put on. If the artist executed the fit properly, if the artist did not execute the fit properly, Tata's gonna say put out. Tata, are you ready?
I'm ready, bro.
Got you. Now, Tata, first one, because I know you probably played this man at a lot of parties. And he is, to me, the king of the dance hall. How we feel about Vibes Cartel? Is that put on? Or is that... Is that put on or is that put out?
Buddy, I'm personally not putting this on.
Okay.
But if you ever came to Brooklyn, I'll take you to a spot where all the niggas in the spot dress like this. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I'll take you to a spot and niggas is still dressing like this in the spot.
Wait, what part of Brooklyn?
Yo, bro, it don't matter. Anywhere you wanna go in Brooklyn, bro. I'll take you to any of the Caribbean spots and the niggas is still dressing like this and dancing and getting busy in the parties, bro. I got you. This is, yo, bro, this somebody uncle right here, bro. This ain't even Vibes right now. This somebody's uncle, bro. I'm not putting that on, bro.
So that's a no on that one.
That's a definitely no. My boy got on a striped suit and Clarks. No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my gosh. You caught me off guard with that one.
My fault.
Yo.
I had to. All right, next up, Big Brooklyn. How we feel about Joey Badass?
All right. So, definitely.
Is that put on?
Joey,
or yeah.
I throw this one on. And the reason I say that, like you said, Big Brooklyn.
Big Brooklyn. Shout out to Joey, one of the nicest.
Big ups to Joey, bro. A reason I'm going to say that, very intelligent, young
they're going to be able to see it
black
too,
man. You get what I'm saying? Very intelligent, young black man. Definitely has a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Definitely underrated.
Very underrated.
So I knew about Joey because my cousin went to Edward R. Moreau. That's a school that he went to.
Yep.
And my cousin used to skateboard, and he used to skateboard back in the day.
Yeah,
so my cousin introduced me to Pro Era and their music. And then that's how I learned about who Joey Badass was and whatnot. Just their whole dynamic and aspect and creativity. It's like a newer version of Wu-Tang in a sense. That's how I look at them, like a newer version.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to say this just real quick. I feel like a lot of people discredit Joey because when he came out, his first album was so great at 19, and he never, ever matched it.
People don't know his word. I feel like people discredit him because he uses big words. That's
too.
the thing. A lot of people ain't got a vocabulary. So if you don't got a vocabulary, you really can't tune into him.
Exactly. Because I remember when he said smoking on the clemidus, I'm like, what does that mean?
You got it, bro. He make you want to go look up what he's saying, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, this nigga's different.
He always speaks about opening his third eye
and
the chakras and stuff like that.
Very intelligent.
People don't
and I think people don't realize Joey, I don't even think is 30 yet. And if he is 30, he's like 31.
He's just about to be 30 then, bro. He's young still.
Super young.
Young.
Definitely shout out to Joey. So that's put on though?
I'll throw that on. Yeah, he got on some heat right now.
I bet. How you feel? Is this put on or put out? How you feel about my son Popcorn?
Yo, bro, somebody grandmom sold this. You feel me? Popcorn, you feel me? I vibe with the music, bro, but this fit right here, bro, this ain't it, bro. Somebody knitted this, bro. It's like if my shorty made me a fit and tell me like, yeah, I need you to wear this for me or something. I'll throw something like that. Or my grandma's made me something like that. You feel me? Oh, you gotta wear this outside as a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. I was never wearing that outside, just regular, bro. Okay. Then it's see-through, bro.
It's put out, bro?
I'm putting that one out, bro.
Oh,
so far, you got me with one.
I bet. Big ups to Popcorn. Next up, this man is so Brooklyn.
Okay. If it's who I think it is.
How you feel about my son Fab?
All right, so you already know. Definitely. Listen, you want to know what's crazy? A lot of people from Brooklyn gonna say Fab can't dress, bro. Or just from the city in general. A lot of
people, yeah.
But what they don't understand is that it's not about how you feel about it. It's about how he wear it. And anything that he wear confident, bro.
So is that put on or put out?
I'll throw this one on. I like the vest.
Okay.
I wouldn't really wear the beanie. You feel me? I'll take all the chains and all the jewelry and whatnot. And then I think that's an off-white sweater. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'll throw that on.
So that's put on for Fab.
Yeah, I'll throw that.
Okay, and you made a great point.
So far you got me with two Brooklyn dudes. I'll throw on. You feel me? Like, you getting it.
You getting it. I bet we're gonna take a break from New York City for a second.
All right, copy.
How we feel about Savage and the New York fit? How we feel about Savage? That put on.
I'm throwing this on. Listen, this is a regular day fit for me. You feel me? I got like 3, 4, 5 Nike Techs. You feel me?
Okay, damn. Yeah,
bro, you listen.
You from Brooklyn for real? God,
you lucky I ain't
got a Nike Tech for every day
in a week. Right now. Look, you lucky I ain't got one on right now.
I wouldn't even been mad at you.
You feel me? You can't go wrong with the tech. The tech is warm. You get what I'm? You can make it through a winter with a tech. As long as you got you a little jacket to wear with it, you can make it through
the winter with a tech.
And then my boy got on nice ups. You feel me? This is a real Brooklyn fit right here.
See, I'm prepared, bro.
I see it. You came ready.
All right, next up. Now we got 90s Brooklyn.
Okay. Oh, that's right up my alley. Let me see.
How you feel about my son Busta Rhymes? Is that put on or put out?
Nah, Busta lost me because Busta looked like he auditioning for Rush Hour. Bro.
Oh shit!
No
wait, hold on. What you mean?
He looked like he auditioning for Rush Hour, bro. That's the first. He looked like a Christmas ornament, bro.
Wait, what?
He don't look like a Christmas ornament? The pattern, bro. I'm not putting that on, bro. But listen, if it worked for Busta,
did you say a Christmas ornament?
He looked like a Christmas ornament, bro. Something you put on a tree. I ain't wearing that, bro. That's a dress. It's too close to a dress, buddy.
So that's put out.
Yeah, putting that one out, bro. Damn. Busta, I don't know what the hell you was thinking.
Gotcha.
All love though. You feel me? New York City.
Next up, man, Tutu the General. I believe he had on the Dior kicks with the V-Lone hoodie. Is that put on or is that put out?
Yeah, I'll wear the fit. You feel me? It ain't. Listen, I'm not big on like designer, so like none of that impressed me for real. But this is a regular hood nigga fit. So 9 times out of 10, this time I'll put on. You feel me?
So 22G's put it on.
I wish I saw him standing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't find the flick.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's a calm fit. Okay. I wouldn't personally wear it because I'm just not. That's not my style. But it's not a bad fit.
I bet. So put on for Tutu.
Yeah, I'll throw this fit on.
I bet.
Even though we don't wear the same size, but facts.
Yo, I heard Tutu is short as hell.
Yo, bro, he little. I heard he used to dance on the trains, get like and whatnot.
Oh shit.
So I probably seen him before, bro.
Gotcha.
Probably seen him before.
Next up, we gotta show some upstate love. How you
Upstate?
feel about my son El Camino?
Who this?
El Camino, he a part of what is it, Black Soprano family. He just released his album, They Spit on Jesus. He from Buffalo. He a spitter.
Okay.
He nice too.
Yeah, you gotta put me on. Put me on.
Definitely, I'm gonna send you the album.
I'm rocking this fit. This is my type of fit right here. I'm big on like bombers and anything graphic, any jacket. Like you gonna see me. I got a bunch of graphic jackets and stuff of that nature. So he got me with the jacket. Got on the good 12s, you feel me? That's a good fit right there. Then the all black.
Yeah.
You can't never go wrong wearing black, bro. You feel me? So like,
I'm not gonna lie, he executed and it's put on, but El Camino know he need his ass whooped for wearing a leather jacket with suede sneakers.
oh my goodness.
He know he need his ass.
Yeah,
or
but
new buck.
you can pull it
he
off.
Need his ass whooped
Listen,
for that.
he pulled it off though. You get what I'm saying?
He did.
Like,
I give it to
still
him.
Pulled it off. I'll give him that one. Like this is a good fit right here. Then he got the the airplane hat. I think that's Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
And a classic Buffalo Sabres with the
Yes,
Buffalo
sir.
kids
Yeah, you
on
can't
it.
go wrong with that. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. So Camino put on?
Yeah, I throw this one on. That's a nice fit.
I bet. Next up, we back in Brooklyn.
Okay.
How you feel about my son Jay Critch? Did he put on or do he need to be put out?
All right. Yeah, that's a good fit right here. And the reason I'm gonna say this is a good fit, this is a two-tone, so this give me like 90s vibes. You get what I'm saying? Then it's the denim. You can't go wrong with this. This is a calm fit with the Timbs. You feel me? Just stepping. It's regular. I'll throw something like this on. Wouldn't be my first choice.
Go-to? Okay.
Yeah, but this is a different style. It's kind of like casual, but still kind of like street dressy in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this one.
So put on for Jay
Yeah, I
Critch.
throw that one on.
Man, shout out to Jay Critch. Next up, we got AZ. How we feel about AZ? Is that put on or put out?
I would throw this fit on only if I was going to like a throwback party or something like that.
AZ
like,
fly don't carry over into the new era,
this
bro?
is 90s. Now you can't wear this now, bro. Like it ain't fly right now. This was fly in the 90s, bro. Like
I'm not gonna lie, depending on somebody's age.
My mom still got them Timbs. She still got her beef and broccolis, bro. Like
shit.
Yeah, bro. Those are specific type of Timbs. So like you can't even find those nowhere nowadays, bro. Like, but yeah, bro. I'm
Just put out.
Put on if I was going to a special event. Put out if it's for a regular day. I wouldn't wear this on a regular day.
God damn. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at that vibe. Shit.
Yo, bro, you killed me with that one, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Got my boy out here looking crazy.
Man, free vibes, Cartel. Definitely free vibes. Next up, how you feel about G Herbo?
Herbo. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'll throw this fit on. I ain't really a cargoes dude, but I'll throw this fit on. You feel me?
And Herbo, actually, I just seen he ain't gonna have to do no jail time. Shout out to her.
Yeah, lucky him. My boy about to be on house arrest for 3 years.
Yeah.
You better come out with some crazy music, boy.
Man, what?
Gotta
like Dirk say,
one.
hell yeah.
But I like this fit. I like the brown. I like the yellow that go with it. I'm not too big on the pants, but I you feel me? I'm trying to see what he got on his feet. I don't really know what those are.
I think those it was like an off-white like Nike trainer.
Oh, yeah, those is calm, nothing too crazy.
Virgil,
like this right here is a calm fit too, bro. This kind of piggybacking off like what Jay Critch had on, like something casual in a sense. It could kind of be casual, but it's still kind of like street dressy. I'll throw this one on. I like the color scheme.
I bet. Next up, we couldn't talk about Brooklyn without talking about the legendary Hove. Is this put on or put out?
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm putting this one out, bro.
Wait, for real?
Hell yeah, bro. Them pants is baggy as hell, boy. Then that boy got on a button down with a cardigan over it, and then some Jordans, bro. He looked like somebody white dad, bro.
Wait, what?
And that's big ups to Hov, bro, because he always dropping gems. And a lot of people don't speak about that, bro. And what he said, a lot of niggas dying over blocks that your mama ain't even owning, she renting on. You get what I'm saying? That ties back into the drill stuff. But yeah, big ups to Hov, but this fit ain't it, my boy. Ain't it, my boy? You feel me? This is
a white dad.
This a white dad fit. This ain't even a dad fit. This a white dad fit. Passing on that one.
Last but not least.
You thought the Jordan saved him. That's why, bro.
I thought so, bro. I thought he was going to fuck. I don't know. Last but not least, man. We ain't ended it off on Brooklyn. Queens get the money.
Queens get the money. Let me see.
How we feel about Ja Rule? Is that put on or put out?
Oh, I'm putting this one out. This nigga got on shell toes at that. Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh, my gosh, bro. Then with the... What kind of hat? Oh, my God. All right. We ain't even gonna talk about the entire fit, bro. This nigga got on leather.
Nah, that's the last one, bro. Go in.
Nah, I ain't even getting on the whole fit, bro. He got on white shell toes, bro. But that's not even the topic. He got on leather and leather. That's too much leather. I'm good. I'm passing. Listen, this ain't the 90s, bro. We don't wear leather like that no more, bro. Unless it's patent leather. If it ain't on my sneakers, I don't want it, bro. Like, nobody really wear leather like that, bro.
Feel you.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yo, bro, that Vibes Cartel one, bro. Anybody putting that on, gotta go straight back to Jamaica, bro. You gotta go back to the island, bro, like straight, like crazy, bro. Yo, bro, nah, you gonna be able to go with that one. I ain't even
I can take you to Brooklyn. Take you to any,
bro. I'll take you to any.
Somebody,
somebody uncle in a spot dressed just like that, and he in a spot wilding, bro. I promise you, bro. And he fully Caribbean, bro.
Okay.
Literally.
So while we speaking on Vibes Cartel, you DJ for years. You've played probably more dance hall than what the hell people remember. Mm-hmm. Is Vibes the king, bro?
I'm gonna say yeah, because that's the first thing people want to hear when they come in the spot. Yo, can you play Vibes Cartel? Can you play this? Can you play that? Can you play this? Me personally, bro, my favorite genre to play in the party is R&B, bro. That's my best genre because I just know so much R&B and I listen to so many different songs. Specifically, I just be knowing. I don't even have to come up with a list of songs that I'm gonna play before. I just go by what I'm vibing off of in the crowd. So I'm just literally just.
But just staying on dance hall, you would give it the crown to him?
Oh, hell yeah. I give him the crown because people, that's what people request.
What people request. And I say this about Vibes. I'm gonna look into the camera real quick. I say this about Vibes Cartel. Now, let me start this off. I'm not from Jamaica. I'm not born in Jamaica. I am not a Jamaican. But I would say this about Vibes, just from, like I said, me being an outsider looking in. I just look at his amount of hits. I mean, we talking about Ben's Panani. We talking about Fever. We talking about Been Like Banana. We talking about, sorry, I only said that with an accent because I thought about the song in my head. Not trying to appropriate nobody's culture. Like, and there's so many songs I didn't name. I mean, Romping Shop.
His catalog is crazy.
Yeah, Conjugal Visit. And like I said, maybe I'm not as familiar with Jamaican music as I need to, and obviously there's a whole era of Jamaican music that I probably haven't even really tapped in or understand the magnitude of what those artists did. But I feel like I feel like the only person that might be able to see him, like if they was to do like a versus type of thing, probably be Marley. Like, I just don't know if anybody can go hit for hit with Vibes. Like, I was having this conversation with my homeboy the other day. What are any of these other niggas gonna play? Like even Sean Paul. Like once Sean Paul get past them first 2 albums, Vibe still got a whole damn near clip loaded in the chamber. Like, and even if we even just get off that topic, you look at Vibes. We even talk about the way he impacted culture. Clocks. From my understanding, from Jamaican people that I've talked to, and I understand a couple Jamaican people that I know do not represent a whole culture of people. But even the Jamaican people that I talked to, Vibes Cartel was hugely instrumental in that. When he came out with the Everybody Out For Them, So Me Got My Clocks, everybody went out and had them. Like, that's impacting commerce, that's impacting businesses, that's branding. And no disrespect, I don't know if there's any other Jamaican artist that did that to the level he did. When he came out with straight jeans and fitted, I mean, and had everybody rocking G-Shocks and True Religions in Jamaica and fitted caps that was probably a couple sizes too big because some bitches, anytime they would move, the bitches would turn. That's him.
Oh yeah.
You know, when we talk about just even just the lyrics and the way he worked with these different rappers and how he collaborated with so many, like when Rihanna, his features when Rihanna first came out, and they was like, yo, this is the girl, this is the next like princess of R&B, like this is the next it girl. Who did they go and find? Vibes. Like I don't think that. I just feel like when we talk about just the music, but then when we talk about the overall culture and impact of dancehall, I don't feel like there's nobody.
Anybody will tell you that, especially the Jamaicans, bro.
Yes,
they're gonna tell you.
And
Vibes.
real quick, just to end it off, and this is if there's no other reason why Vibes Cartel is not the king to me, in 2016 he released his hit song Fever. Fever came out in 2016. It went gold in America, the #1 music market in 2020. So it took us some time, but it went gold. He was in prison when that song released. He had no promo, no major label backing him, nothing. And his song went gold. So if that don't tell you about that man's influence and impact, especially in a market that's secondary to him, because Vibes is the biggest in the UK and in Jamaica, then I don't know what else could convince
I ain't
people.
gonna front. Fever was big, especially in college, bro.
And he was in jail for 5 years.
3-4 times a night, bro.
Yes, bro. So anyways, y'all, Tata, anything you want to say to the camera as we wrap up?
Just be on the lookout for new music, you feel me? Follow me on IG, MH_Tata5, you feel me? I got some new music. It's gonna be dropping more consistently throughout the year. I just dropped my first single, Ready or Not Freestyle. You could tune in on Apple Music or Spotify, you feel me? Just get in tune with me. And that's pretty much it, you feel me? Blessings, Happy New Year's to everyone.
My man, Tata, thank you. And as always, my name is Cato, and I got more to say.